Hello guys, this is your sixth video for Max class. So in this class, we will learn how to do portrait render and how to do 360-degree VR render, and then we'll see how to create a walkthrough, and then we'll see how to do animations. So first we'll start with portrait render. So portrait render in the sense like creating a render with full focus on an object, but the surroundings will be more blurred. So we'll create a render like uh, most using like a depth of field kind of render. So that is what first we will go into learn. So before starting to that, let's find any object that will be used in the render to focus it. So open the Cosmo browser. As we are going to do it interior render for the portrait, so let's select any interior item. So click on accessories, and then in accessories, let's select something decoration kind. So click on decoration, and then just come down. So here let's select this one. So just click on this, and let's download this object. Just download this model, and after downloading, just import this model into the file. So click on import. So the object is placed here. So let's move this to the interior. We'll place this somewhere in the interior side. So let's move this like that. Bring this into the interior scene. Move it upside, and let's place this on the dressing table. So like this. Let's place it somewhere there and move it little down. So for now, delete the old model. So just focus on this thing. So let it be like this. And if we want, we can just rotate this like this. If you want, we can just rotate it like this. And now we'll place a new camera. Just let's close this Cosmo browser for now. And let's place a camera to focus on that point. So turn this to wireframe mode. Now from top view, let's add a V-Ray camera. So click on camera, select V-Ray and select V-Ray physical camera, and then just place it uh, like from this side. completely focusing on this particular object like this and move this to somewhat height. Select the whole thing. Select the whole camera and target, and let's move this around 1500. So now turn this to perspective view. Change this to perspective mode and turn off this wireframe mode, and let's move this down. Just move this down like this and click on the camera, press in the viewport and just press C. Here, just select the camera 002 and click OK. So now we are just focusing on the direct these objects. So again, come here and just uh, select the whole camera and target. So turn off this to wireframe mode. So now let's try to move it. So let the focus be like this on the particular object. So after setting the view, turn this to normal perspective. And now the main thing is to do the depth of field kind of render, we should just create the brightness and everything in the camera settings. And we have to reduce the surrounding light intensity. All the intensity in the surrounding interior, we have to reduce it altogether. And we should increase the light brightness, everything in the camera settings. So the first thing is we have to reduce the intensity of other lights. So for that, here we have V-Ray light listed in the V-Ray toolbar. So click on that. All the lights which are in the model will be listed here. So as you can see, uh, just remember these values. We have to reduce the multiplier alone. So V-Ray light 1 is 30, V-Ray light 2 150, and IES light is 10,000, and then V-Ray sun is 1.5. So remember these values because if you, after this render, if you again want to uh, do the normal interior render, then you have to give the same value again. For now, if you are going to do a portrait render using a depth of field, for that we have to reduce it all as zero point 0.5, just zero point 0.5. All the values should be like zero point 0.5. Change it to zero point 0.5, copy it, change this also to zero point 0.5, zero point 0.5, and change this also to zero point 0.5. And then just close this. So after reducing the lights, now we have to select the camera. So select this camera and now we have to do the settings in the camera's part. So go to modify. After selecting a camera, go to modify, and in modify we have to uh, select the aperture. So in aperture, give this value as a 5. Change the film speed ISO as 5, and then give f number as 2 and change this shutter speed as 20, like this. And then after this, one more important thing that we have to do is we have to turn on the depth of field. So for that, we have to find this one, DOF and motion blur. So here just turn on the depth of field. After turning on the depth of field, now let's start an interactive render. So click on this and just start interactive render. So now you can just notice that the background is blurred. The remaining backgrounds are quite slightly blurred, but this object alone is highlighted. So main, this is the thing how we focus using depth of field for a portrait render. So the main purpose of this portrait render is to focus on the particular object using depth of field, and then surrounding things will be completely blurred. So that's the main thing in this render. So it's still the rendering is happening. Let's move for the final output. So now you can see that this particular object is fully focused, and the remaining part of the render is slightly blurry. So this side, all the renders are slightly blurred, and this side as well is completely blurred. But this alone is highlighted. So this is the main purpose of portrait render. Just doing the camera settings and using the depth of field, we can make renders like this. And we can also adjust the aperture. So we can just change the f number to 1 and then shutter speed as 10. So the surrounding will be more blurred than the previous one. So just see this render. Comparing to the previous one, in this render, the surroundings will be much more blurred. So let's wait for a few seconds till the render happens. So here now we can see that this object alone and this object alone is completely focused. This object is also blurred, including this object also got blurred. This complete all the surrounding is completely blurred. Only this object is focused. This and this. So if you just reduce the f number and shutter speed, the blur will be increased. So let it be like 2 and 20. So let it be like this. Now it's focusing on all these objects and remaining part will be blurred. So like this, we have to do a portrait render, just focusing on particular object and blurring the surrounding parts. So after this, we will see how to create 360-degree VR render. So let's close this interactive render for now. And what 360-degree VR render is, it will look like this one. So this is 360-degree VR render. If you just click and move the mouse button, so you can just render the all four sides of the interior scene, uh, and locating the camera from the center of the room, and you can just keep rotating this like however that you want, like this. So this is known as 360-degree VR render. And now we'll see how to create this kind of render in the 3D estimates. So let's remove these things. So now just delete this camera and add a new camera. Just go to a top view and change this to wireframe override. So we have to get overall uh, view of the room from the center. So now let's place a camera on the center. Go to grade and click on camera. Select video physical camera, and just place it here like this. Let's place it like this and move this camera. Select both camera and target and move this to 1500 and change this to perspective. So like this, we can place the camera in the center of the room and change this to perspective, normal perspective. So now, before rendering, we have to reset all the uh, light intensities. So just click on Vire light lister again, and here we have to give the correct value as it was in the previous thing. So give the proper value 50, and this one has 10,000, and this one has 0.15. So now let's close this. So after this, let's go to rendering setup and load the low quality render. So let's load the low quality render, class 6, low quality render. Click open, load, and then in common, change this to custom and change the aspect ratio as 1024 by 678, like this. So sorry, 768, 768, like this. So let it be like this. And the next thing is we have to select the camera and change the settings. So close this, select the camera and go to modify. And now we have to do a camera settings. So turn off the depth of field now and then change this slim to 100. Film ISO should be 100, and then change this to number 18 and this as 25. So these are the values that we have to give. And now after doing this, then again go to render setup, and in render setup, go to V-Ray. So in V-Ray, we have to change the camera settings. So go to camera. In camera, we have to select the type as a spherical. Instead of default, we have to select the type as a spherical. And then we have to give override FOV. Just turn on this override FOV. And instead of 45-degree, change this to 360-degree. Turn on the override FOV and change this to 360-degree. So now let's render this. Just select on the viewport and press C and click camera 02, click OK. So after this, now give a render. So let's start rendering the film. So this is how the 360-degree render will look like. In the so it renders all the four sides. So this is how 360-degree renders looks like. So when you do a 360-degree render, it should always be a high quality render. But for now, we have done a low quality render just for a to learning purpose. But in reality, you have to always do a high quality render for 360-degree. Okay, guys. Now save this file, save the current channel as a JPEG, and write it as a 360 bedroom view. And just click on save. Don't do anything here, just let it be as it is and click OK. So after that, just close this, and we have to preview the 360-degree VR, we have to open the website. So there is website called Orbix 360. Like we can view the render in this way. So just type this Orbix 360 in the Google and then open this. So you have to just log in through a Google account. You just need to log in through a Google account. Once you log in, the website will appear like this. So now the thing is, you have to click on create new. Just click on create new. So these kind of things will come. So click on anything, any one of the image. So just if you just move the mouse cursor to on the image, it will show option called use. So here you have to select use. Just click on the use. Now it will create. Now it will ask you to create a name. So let's type it as a bedroom. And after typing it as a bedroom, and then click on select files. So once you click on select files, you have to go to the folder where you have saved the file 360-degree bedroom view. So now just select this and click open. After after opening this file, now just select and create. It will automatically it will create the 360-degree VR view. So again, now we have to rename this as a, if you want, we can rename it as a bedroom. So this is why I told you guys, if we have done a high quality render, here it will look really great, but it is a low quality render just for a test purpose. So once you do a render and then if you upload it in this website, so like this, you can view all the 360-degree view. So like this, you can turn the you can just see the view of the room in a 360 degree. So you can also add other renders as well, guys. So this is a bedroom render, and if you are doing it like a 1 BHK apartment or a 3 BHK apartment, so one render can be of bedroom, and another render can be of a kitchen, and another render can be of a living hall and dining hall, and another render can be of another room, another bedroom. So in this website, at a time you can load up to 4 to 5 renders. So the thing is, you can load all the 5 renders into one link. You can merge all the 5 renders into one link and share that link to a client. That's all. Just take this link and you can just share it to the client. So in that way, we can create this 360-degree VR and share it to the clients. So till here, just try this out, guys. So after a few minutes, we'll continue the class and we'll see how to create walkthrough, interior walkthrough, and we'll learn how to create animation for interiors. So till here, just try this out, guys, and practice it. We'll continue in few more minutes. Thank you. Okay, guys, now let's continue with the class. So now we'll learn how to create a walkthrough in the 3ds Max for interior. So before starting to that, let's change the camera thing. Go to render setup. So in the previous, we set the camera for a 360-degree VR view. Now let's change that thing. Go to here in the camera. Just change this type to default and then change this to 45 degree and just turn off this override FOV. Now just close this and close the render setup. So okay guys, now let's begin with the walkthrough uh, walkthrough learning. So basically in 3ds Max we can create walkthrough by two methods. So the first method is we have to use the camera and target including a path. So one thing is camera and target, and second thing is with the path we can create a walkthrough. So this is one method, and the second method is without using a path we can directly create a uh, walkthrough just using camera and target. So first we'll see how to create walkthrough using method one by just camera target plus path. So let's begin, guys. So in the plan, we have already placed the camera for 360-degree VR. So we'll use the same camera to create the interior walkthrough. So now let's, as we have already placed the video physical camera from top, and I think even the height is almost at eye level. So let it be at top. So now, as we have already created video physical camera, the next thing that we have to create is a path. So go to shapes. In shapes, select splines. So in splines, we have other options like line, rectangle, circle, arc. So these are the options that we have. So we can create a path using line, rectangle, or arc, anything. So now let's create a path using this arc. So click on arc and uh, just create an arc like this and uh, just place it like this. Now move the arc to the camera eye level. So change this to perspective. Now we have to move this arc to the camera level. So the camera is at 1500, I think. So let's move this up. Just move this camera. So I think this height is enough. So this is the camera, and we have to place the arc near the camera, or else let's move the camera. Let's move the camera like this. I think we can move the camera like this and select the target. Okay, let it be like this. Just select the target and let target be. Let's fix the target here. So after this, we have to select both camera. Select the camera thing and then select the path. Press Control and select the path. And here you have to go to animation. Click on animations. We have walkthrough assistant. So click on the walkthrough assistant here. Once you click on walkthrough assistance, select the camera. So here we have to select the camera 002. This is camera 002. So select on camera 002 and then we have to pick the path. So click on pick path and select the arc. So automatically the camera has moved to the end and just give a tick on, just turn on this move path to eye level. And now you can see that here you can adjust the eye level as you want. So let's keep it as 1500 as that is a actual eye level, or else let it as it is like 1600. Let's keep it as 1600 and that's all. So after this, as we have made this one, then let's close this. Just close this and now select the camera and go to modify. So in the modification, to have a better look, just change in the sensor and lens, just change the focal length to 20 to get a better whole look. Just change the focal length, just reduce the focal length to 20 so that we can get a proper view. And after this, let's play the walkthrough. So let's click on here, click on the viewport in the V-Ray Cam 02 and now just play this. So like this, we can create a walkthrough. So that's all guys. like this, using a camera with target and using the path, as we have created arc as the path. By using these both, we can create a walkthrough like this. Now this walkthrough is moving very fast. So to change the timeline, we have to go to time and configuration. If you click on time and configuration, here you have a speed. If you want to increase the speed, you have to click on 2x. Now if I click on 2x, let's see how fast it will be. So it is very fast. Now to change the speed to slower, so before it was 1x, now I will reduce it to half x. Now I will click it. Okay. Now let's play. So now it plays a little slower than the before. So like this, we can adjust the timeline. So, okay guys, after this, now let's see how to create a walkthrough without a path and including facing animations like moving the furnitures around during the walkthrough, moving the accessory things from away to objects, like objects moving during the walkthrough, like that kind of animation we will try to create. So let's continue. And now let's delete this arc. Just let's delete this and let's delete the camera also. Let's delete this camera. So now let's we will increase the timeline. So now it has like 0 to 100. Now we will increase the timeline like start time as 0 and end time as a 500. So make it as a 500 and click OK. So now we have increased the timeline up to 500. And after this, now let's to create a walkthrough animation, including facing animation like moving furnitures during the walkthrough. So that kind of animation now we will see. So first we will place a physical camera. So click on the camera, click physical camera at a video. And now let's draw this camera from top like this. Let's place a camera like this. And then just select on the camera path. And here click on the viewport and press C. Click camera 02 and click OK. Now let's select this camera and in the Z axis move this to 1500 like this. And then again just move this camera little bit far and move the target little bit front. Let the target be like this and again move this camera front like this. So just adjust the camera position like this. And after that, so before starting an animation, we have to click on auto key. So first before starting animation, first we'll set the objects into a different thing. So move this object like this. Like we have to change the furniture and rotate it like this. And then change it to normal thing and change this to perspective. And now move inside scene and uh, move this object also. Just move it like this and move it like this. And then what else we can do? And then we'll select this object. So select this object and move this like this and move up like this and rotate this like this. So let it be like this. And what else is there? So that's all goes. After just changing these things like that, changing the chair position here and then moving this object up there and then moving this object, moving this object over here. So after doing this kind of changes, then let's move to top view. Click on top plan and change this to wireframe override. So, so guys, now after doing all these things, now we'll just select the door and change the door. We have to make this door as a component. So make this door openable and uh, turn off this wireframe override. Now select this, go to group, click open, and now select the door, press Control and select all the handles, all the things. And here also select handles, all the things. And then just click on group and make it as a group. Click OK. Once after doing this, go to top top view or and then change this to wireframe override. Now go to hierarchy to change the location of this gumball. Select affect pivot only and now move this to the end here and now turn off the affect pivot only. Now just click on rotate. So now we can easily rotate the door. So Like this, we can rotate the door in the animation. So, okay, guys. Now click on the move option. Let's start the animation. So click on the camera path. Let's click on the camera path and then let's try to move it down little bit like this. So now let's move it down. We have to move both things down. Let it be like this. So now let's begin the animation first. Change this to perspective and come out of the wireframe overlap. So now let's begin with the animation. So before starting an animation, the first thing that we have to do is first thing that we have to do is just select a camera and then just turn on this auto key. So if you want to create an animation, the first thing that you have to uh, turn on is auto key. Like a facing kind of animation, first thing that we have to turn on is turn on the auto key. Once we turn on the auto key, this red color thing will be highlighted. So after turn on the auto key, the first thing that we have to do is we have to change the timeline. So let's change the timeline to, let's say, around 40. So let's keep it around 40 or 60 like this. Once we have changed the timeline, the next thing that we have to do is we have to move this camera. Just move this camera little bit front like this. Before this, 1 minute, guys. Let it be like this. Turn off the auto. Before this, let's select the camera alone. Go to modify and change the focal length to 40 as like this. And now click the whole camera point and move it like this. So let it be like this, guys. Now just turn on the auto key. First thing that we have to turn on is auto key. Once we turn on the auto key, we have to set the time like 60. Let's set it as a 60 and then just move this camera like this. Just move the camera like this and stop it. Then again move the timeline to 120. After this, select the door and just rotate the door. Click on rotate and just rotate the door like this. And then again move the timeline. Just move the timeline to 180. Now just go back and see how it starts. So click on this perspective view. So click on this viewport and let's play how the animation looks. So move it like this. So the thing is we have to change one thing. During keep it at 60, select this door. So while keeping as 120, we have to rotate this door. Sorry guys, we are rotating the target right? So click on the door and rotate it like this. Now we have to move it to 180. So now click on the animation, this timeline, and just select this and move it up to 60 like this. Now we can see the changes. So we have to adjust the timeline. So before when we moving this thing, the door was opening from the zero. But now we have moved the start point to 60. So the door will open from the 60 like this till 120. And then just move to 180 like this. And then again select the camera. Select the camera and move this. Select the camera and move as much as possible like this. After that, change the timeline again. Change the timeline to 240. Now change this to top and change this to wireframe override. So after this, let's select the target. Let's select the target alone and move this like this. Just move it like this and select the camera and move it like this. So let the camera be like this. And again move this timeline to 320. And now let's change change it to perspective. Let's rotate the objects. turn off the wireframe mode and select this object. Let's rotate this and move it down like this, and then again rotate this and move it down and move it like this. Then again rotate this, move it down like this, and then again rotate it like this, move it down, move it like this. After this object, just select this object and then move this object also like this. Move this object as well like this. Just place it like this. After that placement, then move the timeline to 380. 380. And now just see the previous preview. So when we just open this, we can see that things are changing. Things have been changing like this. So we have to see, guys, when we start the when we start the animation from zero, that time onwards, the animation these objects are rotating. So these objects are rotating at the from the beginning itself. So we have to change that. So press Control and make sure this object is also selected. Press Control and now so after 180 we are rotating the room like this. So place it at 260 and now click on the timeline, select this and change this like this. Now you can see it is going according to as we planned to. So when we just Now we play the animation. Now the door opens and then the camera is going inside and now the camera is rotating. Once it comes to 260, the objects also starts rotating like this. So after 320, we have to set it at 380. Now go to the top view and change it to a wireframe overlay. Now let's change the camera position. So just change the target, click the target and move it like this. Click on the camera like this and change the target like this. Just change it like this. So select on the camera. So after adjusting the camera like this and then move this to 420 or 440. Let's move this to 440 and then click on this chair and rotate this. Now move this like this and again rotate this. Then again move it like this and then again rotate this and place it like this. And then again move this to 380. Select the origin and just keep moving like this. So now you can see furniture is moving like this. So now keep at 480, keep the timeline as 480. Select the camera target onto the bed like this. And change the camera position like this. like this. And now select the ball and just move this. Select the ball and then just move this like this. Move it like this and click on rotate. Just rotate it in the full angle, 360 degree, like this. And now let's see the animation of the ball. It's moving. So click on 440 and select this. Click on the start point and move it in the 440 like this. So now let's play the animation. So now if we play the animation, so wait guys. Click on this viewport. Make sure you click on this viewport and now just click on the play button. So let's see how the animation has been done. So like this, without a path, we can create a animation walkthrough, and also we can create a facing animations where the objects can move during the walkthrough. So you can see here, these furnitures might move during the walkthrough, and this ball rotates and comes. So now this animation looks very slow. To increase the speed, just go to time configuration and click on just 1x, click OK. Now let's play the animation. Now we can see the walkthrough made without a path and including facing animations. So the objects are rotating, moving, ball. So like this we can create the walkthrough without a path. Also we can create an animation like a furniture moving during the walkthrough. So that's all for this class guys. So till here practice it and we'll see in the next class. So in the next class, we will see how to create walkthrough for the exterior and we will see how to render the walkthrough. So just practice all these things, guys. We'll see in the next class. Thank you.